All right, everybody, welcome to Victory Field in Old Town for today's doubleheader between the Coyotes and the Ellsworth Eagles. We got the girls up first on the pitch, the boys to follow. This game's about 4.5 minutes old. Scoreless so far between the Eagles and the Coyotes. Mark Paulette, Tyler Cruz on the call with you.
Yeah, making my Ticket TV debut here up in Old Town. Beautiful day, beautiful weekend for Riverfest and everything going on here. It's just what weather for fall sports.
Elizabeth Bowles playing one deep for the Eagles.
It's been pretty back and forth here early on. I
Yeah.
think for a quick recap, Old Town started out, they had a couple of chances, and then we've had Ellsworth possession really for the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Looking around here after the mad scramble up from Cameron Stadium in Bangor. Might have left my notepad in the car. I had the full write-up on Ellsworth and Old Town so far this season. That would be most unfortunate. Actually, is it under your hand or is that your notebook?
This is your notebook.
There you go. Look at that. There are all the details for the course of today's broadcast. Max Pottle directing and doing some live troubleshooting here as we get the broadcast off the ground. Game 2 of a triple header today on Ticket TV. Game 1 was over at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, a matchup of the two teams at the top of Class A girls. Bangor took down Camden Hills by a scoreline of 2-1. Clara Oldenburg with a pair of goals to give her 10 for the season as Bangor runs their unbeaten streak now to 21 in a row, 20-0-1 during the life of it. Talking about streaks, the Ellsworth Eagles looking to establish one here. The girls coming in back-to-back winners.
Yeah, they had a tough start to the season, too, facing two really good teams in B North and Herman and John Babst. A 4-0 loss to Herman and then 1-goal loss to John Babst. Very close game over there.
Actually, the first one was 6-0. I only know that because that was the season opener we did on Ticket TV.
I'm just getting my stuff from the MPA. I should go for Ticket TV then next time.
Can be a little scattered so far in the early season from what I have gathered or attempted to gather, I should say. That'll be the only time in today's broadcast that I'll correct you because that's the only piece of information I had.
We'll hope. You probably have a few more little tidbits that I don't, just from doing more Ticket TV games.
Seen a lot of soccer here in recent falls. Ellsworth girls 2-2-0 on the season after those couple of losses to open up that Tyler was mentioning. They then beat Caribou 5-0. Cameron Clough with a couple of goals in that one. Kaylee Badgley also with 2. And then a 2-1 victory over Foxcroft Academy. That was the first loss of the season handed to the Ponies. Bowles had a goal and an assist while Badgley added the other. And Allie Bivens made 7 saves in net. You would expect the Eagles to be one of the stronger teams in Class B just based off where they've been positioned in recent years. I know they lost some talent to graduation last year, but with players like Bowles leading the way again, they have plenty of upperclassmen that have been through the battles a time or two here in the north.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of them already make their impact today. We've seen Kennedy Lambert make an impact on defense, a couple of nice plays there. Bowles has led a few charges, and you mentioned Allie Bivens, too, returning from last year. She's incredible in net.
Bowles with a takeaway there in the midfield. We've now got some extra eyes on the pitch, Tyler, to make our job a little bit easier there.
Big thanks to our director, Max Pottle, doing all the behind-the-scenes work that you don't see, but making our lives easier.
Here's
Great
a ball
ball
over the top for Bowles to run after. She gets in position into the box. She shoots, and a save made. Punted into the sky, played out in the midfield by Old Town. Olivia Lizotte, the one to bring it out of the air. Dumont down the sideline. First cross dealt with there by Kennedy Lambert. Throw in by the Coyotes. Met first by Ellsworth on the edge of the area. The Eagles trying to get a clearance out towards that far sideline. Molly Smith punches it out, but Old Town here resets with a throw. Dumont plays in the cross, and Bivens having to jump on it near the near post. One of the better opportunities we've seen out of the Coyotes so far in the first 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, able to get a good possession there, a good look at the net. It almost looked like she was crossing it, but it kind of surprised her with the shot there, and that was a nice one hop right to Bivens for the save.
Down at the other end, Ellsworth covers some ground quickly. Clough trying to play in the cross and met.
Yeah, strong left-footed try, just left it a little bit short there.
Today's coverage on Ticket TV presented in part by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith brothers in Ellsworth and Bangor, because nothing runs like a Deere. Also brought to you by McDonald's, your local family-owned McDonald's, where extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making the bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or just can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's, Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer.
I wouldn't believe you if you told me you could get enough McNuggets.
I'm more of a Big Mac guy, if I'm being honest, of the three there. Mix in a fillet of fish every once in a while.
Oh, during Lent.
Of course, yeah. You got to mix it up. 11 minutes off the board here. Still looking for the opener on the scoreboard.
Yeah, both teams with some chances, too. It's been pretty back and forth, pretty even, I'd say.
Yeah, no real advantage so far in possession, one way or the other. Just one team makes a run in one direction, the other team makes its way up the pitch. Maybe a slight advantage to Ellsworth if we were looking at the percentages in front of us. Opportunity for the Eagles to run onto there, but taken out wide and eventually off the pitch.
Good speed by the Julia Renzo from the Coyotes, the sophomore out there making the defensive play.
Lizotte sends that one down the field. A teammate to chase after. Coming out of goal is Bivens. She'll get there first and pop it up into the air. Not out of play yet. The Coyotes will watch it go out. Lizotte, one of the captains of this team, throwing it back in. She took a bump along the way there from Peyton Nelson. No call from the referee. Play on. Lizotte trying to jump back in front of the ball and win away possession, and this time she is going to be awarded with a whistle and a free kick for the Coyotes.
Good battle right there.
It's Lizotte standing over this free kick, trying to deliver one into the area. Comes to about the center of the box before Ellsworth comes galloping away with the clearance.
Good try there with all the bodies in front of the net, and especially with the distance she had on the free kick. I just think she probably would have wanted to get a little bit more height under it.
Badgley has it taken away. The Coyotes regain possession in the midfield. Dumont also wearing the armband. Has it poked free by Molly Smith. Senior on senior on that last challenge. Clough along the far sideline is dispossessed. It'll be Saucier back into the midfield. Lizotte trying to get around her defender. She knocks it ahead. Can she hold off the Eagle? Taken out hard in the box. And we have a penalty coming up. Olivia Lizotte. She's taken some bumps here in the last couple of minutes, and this one earns her team a chance from the spot.
Yeah, and that's a great play by Lizotte, too, just breaking free from two defenders, both with the speed and with her strength, too, getting her free there. And really, Ellsworth had no chance but to let her have a one-on-one with Bivens, or now you get a free kick.
Katrina Dumond waiting to take this penalty. Bivens not wanting to show which way she's going. Here's the run-up and the take, perfectly slotted in the lower right corner. We have our first goal of the game, and it belongs to Karina Dumont, senior forward, putting the Coyotes in front 1-0.
Yeah, just kind of froze her there on the goal. Way to when you have a opportunity like that early in the game in a scoreless game, you really want to bank in on that opportunity. So great job by Dumont right there, and we've got the first goal.
Karina Dumont opening the scoring here of our doubleheader between the Coyotes and the Eagles on Ticket TV. Coverage presented in part by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Coyotes trying to deny Ellsworth here from possession after the restart.
Still a pretty balanced, 1-0, but balanced possession time. Been a great game so far. These two teams, two schools that see a lot of each other. Both Class B North across a lot of sports. And you had the boys play last night. The girls getting their first kicks in at each other this year.
There's been a lot of battles between these girls on the pitch, on the hardwood, on the softball field in recent years. It always does seem like Ellsworth and Old Town are running into each other at the end of season. Certainly it was the case there for a couple of years in a row come tourney time.
Oh, on the hardwood for sure.
Giving chase here at the back for Old Town is Saucier. Throw in by Ellsworth along the far side. About the first quarter hour off the clock here. We're approaching 15 minutes off the clock at Victory Field with the Coyotes in front 1-0. Our coverage presented by Darlings in Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models, or used of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Send you off to a picture-in-picture break here in just a moment. First, we'll see what comes of this move as Lizotte plays one over the top off the back of the head of her teammate. Played down there by, I believe that was Taylor Madden. Dumont has it knocked free from her feet just in front of the top of the box before she was getting ready to snap a shot in.
And Lizotte's been all over this one for Old Town. Another great ball there from her, getting free on the sideline and sending one of her teammates down, and could have created another opportunity for the Coyotes. She's been everywhere.
Yeah, she has. She was the one that drew the penalty that Dumont converted to put Old Town on top 1-0. Ellsworth trying to clear it up towards the midfield. Bowles trying to hold off a defender, but Old Town sends it back in their direction. There's a hard challenge and an eagle crashing to the grass. Peyton Nelson having to pick herself up. It'll be an Old Town free kick. Lizotte again in the middle of the action here. The delivery, a couple of white shirts had their back turned, but in the end, I believe it was Dumont just unable to get the proper amount of pace on that one, and Bivens able to collect.
Yeah, quick free kick there from Lizotte. Almost fooled him. Didn't fool Bivens, though. She had her head on a swivel.
Throw in by the Coyotes.
Another opportunity here.
Yeah, good run around a couple of defenders playing in the early cross again. Old Town here on their last couple attempts to play it in, picking out the back of the skull of a teammate.
I think that kicked off the top of the head of Britta Hancock there and almost had a good angle towards the net.
Fortunate bounce, really, for Ellsworth. Took the steam out of the cross and deflected it right on goal. There's a header from Bowles to set up a teammate, but close out defense by the Coyotes as they usher it out for a throw.
Yeah, that was a great ball by Bowles to set up her teammate there, but I think the Old Town speed has just really been on display so far this afternoon, especially on the defensive end.
Cameron Clough down in the corner. Left-footed delivery coming up here. Goes over the head of everybody, and it's going to make its way out across the far side of the field for an Old Town throw. With that, we'll send you off to our first picture-in-picture break of the contest. Keeping an eye right on the action here at Victory Field, and back with the commentary in just a moment on Ticket TV.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darling's.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Is everywhere.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town, the Coyotes scored one while we were away. Chance there for a second, but Ellsworth able to clear.
Our replay isn't working, but the goal was Olivia Lizotte again driving with the on the left side, made a nice shot. Bivens had a save, but the ball was just kind of right in front of the net, and that was Taylor Madden that was able to clean it up for the Coyotes' second goal and the second goal of the game.
Able to punch in the rebound effort. It kind of looked like this from Lizotte. Coming down the near sideline, advancing towards the box. She plays in the cross, and it's Ellsworth there with the intervention. Yeah, Lizotte, two nice runs in this game. Not a goal or an assist to show for it, though, but she set up both of the Old Town goals.
Yeah, and that was a very nice play to set up that second goal. She had beat the defender and was just alone with Bivens and made she almost scored. It was a very nice save from Bivens the first go-around.
Of course, she won the penalty that Karina Dumond would convert for the Coyotes' first goal in the match.
She's also been picking herself up off the ground pretty often, too, so she's a tough player.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the green uniforms, there would be some grass stains on the kit of Lizotte as the Coyotes trying to bring it into the box again here. Unable to work it over to, not sure quite who that was, in the middle.
I'll bring my binoculars next time.
Yeah, we're a little bit away here.
Being my first Ticket TV game, I didn't know we were up in a press box. It feels more legit than just a folding table off the side of the field.
Tossed in by the Coyotes. Trying to get that cross in, guarded closely by Ellsworth. The cross comes in, and Lizotte just unable to get on the end of it, stretching out her foot at the back post.
That cross was almost too close to the net. Didn't really give Lizotte a great angle if she were able to settle the pass.
No, it didn't look like there was really any room even to play it over there, and Coyotes were able to whip one into the center of the box, just beyond Lizotte's.
I thought she was going to clip the crossbar.
Yeah, it was close. Coyotes block down that attempt to clear. Dumont sending it in from distance, and Bivens having to go down to the carpet to collect. Coverage of today's game brought to you by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. We're also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226.
From like the 25-minute mark and on, it's kind of been a lot of Old Town, but still only 2-0. One goal here for Ellsworth would completely change the flow of it.
Elizabeth Bowles ready to throw one into the center of the box. Long run up and wind up on the throw and catch. Nervy moment there. She had to pop the ball up, but collects it and boots it towards midfield. Couple of quick touches there for the Coyotes. Madden might be in for another one. A little heavy on that last chance, though. Bivens comes out of goal to collect the loose ball.
That doesn't feel good for anybody.
No, Madden went right over the top of her, and both players are feeling that collision.
There's our replay.
Bivens is...
Look at Max getting stuff done.
He is figuring it all out here as we go. Replay wasn't working when we started. You just saw one right there. Bivens looks like...
She's still shaking up.
Yeah, going to have to be.
It looked like she did kind of, with the collision, took it right in the rib or the side right there.
Not a comfortable place to take a couple of shins, knock the wind out of you, let alone do much worse. And as she gets checked out on the pitch, we will send it off to another break here on Ticket TV. Back to Victory Field in just a moment.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
She's coming in.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
I just saw her fuddle for something. I think she pulled out the yellow and was like, wait, pull out the red. Yeah.
Back here at Victory Field, and as you heard Tyler saying right there, we had a red card shown during the break. We're picking all the best times to take breaks today. We had a goal scored during the last one. We had a red card shown to the Ellsworth coach, Eric Terrell, during that last break, following the collision with his goalkeeper, Allie Bivens, at the back, who is now standing over on the sidelines, and she is since been taken out of the game. The backup is already out with an injury, so it's, what is the name there again? We're receiving this information
Katie
on Tyler's
Keeney.
phone. Katie Keeney taking over in net for Ellsworth, down to the third string.
She's warmed up, though. That is the starting JV goalkeeper, so she had a game earlier this morning at Victory Field.
And as you were
Sun's probably in a completely different spot, though.
Oh, yeah. As you were noting during the break, it looked like Bivens was trying to test things out over on the far sideline as well. Looked like she was icing things, maybe trying to get back into the game here as the Coyotes have to deal with the ball at the back. And now they have it up in an advantageous position. A little bit of miscommunication there between Lizotte and a teammate. She boots it forward, and the first chance at the back for the new keeper to get the ball in her hands and boot it back up towards the midfield area.
That's what you want. You want your first touch to be an easy one.
There's a whistle and a free kick going the way of the Eagles. Going back to Eric Terrell's red card, though, Jay Baines is up here in the booth, and he was explaining to us when you're brought out onto the field, you can't speak back to the referee. He was warned a couple of times by the referee before eventually being shown that red, and he is no longer a part of this one as Ellsworth just misses an opportunity to get on the scoreboard and attempt too high and over the crossbar, but the best look so far for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was Cameron Clough getting it with really no one near her and some time to pull the trigger. And I think she just missed the crossbar there by, you probably put a ruler and the ball would be within 12 inches.
Coyotes coming up through the midfield. Madden knocking it forward for Dumond. Dumond. She has scored from the penalty spot. Actually, she was the first scorer of the game. That was from the penalty spot, right?
Yeah.
It's already been a day.
Couple halves in one, and you did a whole game here.
Yeah, I've already got 5 halves swimming around in my head or so.
I've got the fresh legs.
That winds up off the back of the net, off the cross, so out of play and a goal kick for the Eagles. Coverage of this long day of soccer action on Ticket TV, presented by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Both teams were unaware of where the ball was on the pitch there for a second. It allowed the Eagles to advance it up to Bowles. Bowles sends Frost off on the chase, but the Coyotes get there first.
Yeah, with about 10 minutes left in this half, you're Ellsworth, a couple of, unfortunate circumstances. Old Town scored a couple of goals in, a couple minute span. But if you can get one in these last 10 minutes here and you look at the scoreboard and you say all that happened, but we're only down 1. And that would be a great place to be at half.
And as for the Coyotes, you got to be feeling real good about how you've played in this first half, converting on the couple of chances you've had as Lizotte goes running on to the end of this one and just unable to bend it into the goal. But as we mentioned in the pregame, Ellsworth coming into this one, 2 wins by a 7-1 advantage. So to hold them down here in the first half, it has been an impressive effort by the Coyotes.
Yeah, and a lot of it has been, again, Olivia Lizotte there had the had another chance. She's been all over the place today for the Coyotes.
Free kick at the back. Looks like defender to take it with the backup keeper now in there for the Ellsworth Eagles.
That's Kennedy Lambert.
Trying to look for Bivens along the far sideline and not spying her over there anymore, at least at the moment.
She was behind the bench for a while. I'm wondering if maybe she's
getting worked on back
laying
there.
Down, yeah. Because you didn't see her walk off.
Inside the final 10 minutes of this opening half. Coyotes swarm to the loose ball. That's certainly been a theme here in the first 30-plus minutes of this game.
Yeah, their speed has really been on display, helping them get to a lot of those 50-50 balls.
Anytime Ellsworth seems to cross midfield here to our right, there's just green shirts standing in front of the ball. Eagles just trying to push it up towards midfield at this point. Hamilton with a touch, and then it gets booted down by Jordan. Just making its way into the box, so Ketch can scoop it. The Furniture Gallery is a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, Topsom, and Wyndham. They offer a great selection of furniture for every room in your home, from great brands like Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery. Played out of the air nicely here by the Coyotes. A chance deflected in the box. Madden gives chase, but Keeney jumping onto it. She's done well since having to come in.
Yeah, and great ball movement there by the Coyotes to set that one up, too. Again, started by when Lizotte to Madden, and then the ball was in for a bit.
Whistle off that last challenge, and it'll award a Coyote free kick. Green shirts heading down towards the area here at the end of the first half. Chance for the Coyotes to play one in. Libby Saucier looks to be the taker. Ball spotted on the 40 here at Victory Field. Sent down to green shirts beyond the area. Nicely helped along by Lizotte. Kind of a half-hearted attempt by Dumont to go after it, unsure if she was on sides or not there.
It was weird in no man's land, too,
yeah.
kind of between her and Keeney and net. But, again, Keeney making a play in net.
Corner coming up for the Coyotes, who are making a substitution first. Eagles also making one. Allie Hamilton exiting the field. Another chance for the Coyotes to play one in. Floated in by Dumont. Madden got to it. Old Town doesn't want to let it leave the area. Lizotte redirects it in. My goodness, she just stuck out a right leg at it and flicks it towards the far post for a third goal for the Coyotes. Pretty fitting as well, right, Tyler, where we mentioned Lizotte worked so hard to set up the first two, didn't have a goal or an assist to show for it. This ball bounces perfectly to her. Into the back of the net it goes.
It's almost like a hockey redirection goal where it was kind of in the clutter of people. She sticks her foot out and gets it at a great angle and right into the back right corner of the net. Really nothing you could do there if you're Keeney or anybody in net. That's just a great play.
Olivia Lizotte, the soccer gods paying her off for 33 minutes of hard work right there.
And it does look like Bivens is standing up behind the net now. So it looked like maybe she was getting work done down there.
Certainly good news for the Eagles. Lizotte back onto the ball here inside the box, now turning just outside it. She wanted to have a go, and it was blocked down at her feet. Ellsworth Eagle a little hobbled after that challenge. I believe it was Herrick who had to stick a couple ankles in front of the attempt.
Yeah, it was another run by Lizotte, setting up what could have been a Coyotes chance, and she has just been, it's like an Energizer bunny. She's got a high motor. She doesn't run out of gas. She is still moving at the same speed she was in the first minute of the game.
This will be an Ellsworth free kick as players exit the area. Less than 6 minutes remaining in this first half on Ticket TV. Brought to you in part by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com. Well, the Coyotes have certainly grown into this half. The first 10 minutes or so, pretty evenly split as far as possession goes.
Yeah, once they got that first goal off the penalty, it kind of opened things up. You change how you play the game when you're up 1-0 and when you're down 1-0, and the Coyotes were able to take advantage.
Throw in intercepted by Ellsworth, but played out into the Coyote bench. Took a deflection there, so it'll remain with the Eagles. Down to 5 minutes left in the first 40. Helped along by Jordan before being intercepted. Both teams going back and forth right now in the midfield area. Dumont playing it forward for Lizotte once more. Lizotte, left-footed cross comes in. Keeney forced to deal with it, but no green shirts around her.
Yeah, and Ellsworth, they had it for a bit past the 50, between the 50 and 40, but they just couldn't really break and get a good chance there.
A lot of white shirts behind midfield with the relentless pressure right now that the Coyotes have maintained for much of this first half.
And the speed, too.
Yeah, that does make it tough because the few times that we've seen Ellsworth make extended runs, all of a sudden, Old Town players are closing down that gap.
They swapped the field really fast.
Eagles with an attempted clearance there, only as far as Reinzo. Again, knocked forward for the Coyotes to have to retrieve. We have a whistle on the field and an Old Town player down behind the action on the pitch, and trainers coming out. Did not see what took place as the ball was heading in the opposite direction. But down on hands and knees, and another player in this first half having to be checked out by trainers on the pitch. We'll send it off to a timeout as that takes place here at Victory Field. Coyotes in front of the Eagles, 3-0 on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides, if it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas.
Up 3-0, trying to close out a scoreless first half for the opposition. Ellsworth had a good chance while we were away.
Yeah, it was a great pass from Lizzie Bowles to Hannah Frost there, but a save made in net by Olivia Ketch from Old Town, who has had a couple of nice saves this half as well.
Had the front post covered. Here's Bowles from distance. Catch, it goes through her hands, but just beyond the far post. And she took an extra second to look at that one and say, thank you.
Must have had a little bit of mustard on it.
Bowles can get the pace behind her shots, and here's another chance for the Eagles at the end of the first half. Less than 2 minutes remaining here. Corner comes in, left-footed entry, only as far as the first Coyote, and then a deflection off a Saucier to set up another Eagles corner. Down to 93 seconds, calls for the ball boy, who little inattentive at the moment, but now catches on to things.
Not like it's running clock or anything.
No, just down to 80 seconds. Not like he's wearing an Old Town hat or anything. Again, the delivery from Clough into the center of the box. Guess who's the first to touch it after it comes out? It'd be Lizotte for the Coyotes. Ellsworth, though, pretty tenacious, trying to not allow the ball to exit the area. Now it does as Dumont comes striding up the pitch. Dumont gets around her defender and continues the run.
For as much as we've talked about Lizotte, Dumont's also been everywhere.
Yeah, she has been a key figure at the top of the Coyotes' offense. She's also been the point person to start a lot of these moves over the course of the first half. At Eastern Maine Community College, every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. "15 seconds left in this first half as Reinzo runs the ball back to the pitch for the throw-in. And the Coyotes get one last look as it's played up the sideline. Reinzo keeps it in place and back towards the midfield, and that is how the first half will expire. Bowles takes a peek at the clock, peels off the run, and we have reached the intermission with the Old Town Coyotes turning in a solid first 40 minutes. They lead it 3-0 over Ellsworth at the break. Don't go anywhere. Halftime show coming your way next on Ticket TV.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we are in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Herman. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Condescade Road in Levant.
So after my associate's degree, I got married and started a business. I wanted to go back to school. Bachelor of University Studies, it really was sort of like a self-designed track where I was able to take a little bit of everything. I wouldn't have imagined that I would bring life to that once dead goal of mine. My late father's biggest dream was for us to get higher education. I'm very happy to achieve that.
Welcome back to Victory Field in Old Town, and we welcome you into the halftime show here on Ticket TV. It is the Furniture Gallery halftime show, a Maine family-owned company. Locations in Augusta, Bangor, Topsom, and Windham. They offer a great selection of furniture for every room in your home, from great brands like Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery. We begin the halftime show with a look at the first half highlights. 3 Coyote goals scored in that first half. Fortunately, one of them was while we were away at break, so I think you'll see 2 of them right here during this highlight package. Highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Taking a look at some of the early moments of this contest.
And that was a great chance for Cameron Chloe Ellsworth there that went just over the crossbar. There's the third goal from Olivia Lizotte, who has just been everywhere, finally gets one into the back of the net.
Able to redirect it. The ball found her, and she was able to poke it in. There was a good chance for Ellsworth at the end of the first half. Catch almost served it into the back of the net, but was able to avoid the post and knock it out of play. 3-0 is our score at the break. Karina Dumont had the first. 26:37 remaining in the half. Taylor Madden scored with 20:16 remaining. And then that goal you saw from Olivia Lizotte coming with 6:49 remaining in the first 40. The drive brought to the drive. There I go. There I go. Long day,
long week.
Get my brands mixed up a little bit. Ticket TV is brought to you by Maine Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Maine Trailer has you covered in Hamden and in Auburn. So we were a little rushed at the start of the game coming on. Weren't able to give you a look at the standings in Class B to begin. We'll do that now here at the half. Taking a look at where the Coyotes and the Eagles sit in Class B. Entering play here today, Ellsworth with the record of 2-2-0, coming off the back of 2 straight wins. Old Town at 1-2, looking to level up the record and also climb considerably up the standings with a win over the Eagles here today.
Yeah, it's still early in the season, too. I think they play, 14 games? So they still got another matchup with these two as well, and another, eight games to go after this one. 9 games. There's my math. And you'll have got a long ways to go, but nice for these two teams who expect to play in November, getting a feel for another team that expects to play in November.
The look at the standings brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Take a look now at the live events coming up the rest of the weekend and into next week on 92.9 The Ticket. The Red Sox scoring a big win last night down in Tampa Bay to eliminate the Rays. Not that they were any sort of threat other than being a spoiler at this point, but maintained the 1.5-game lead over Cleveland, who also won last night for a 13th time in their last 14
games. They won
games.
Today as well. They played this
really?
afternoon.
All right, so they already got the jump on the Red Sox. That lead down to 1 game. If the Sox don't take care of business tonight, it would be half a game. You see right there, coverage beginning at 6:05, the first pitch an hour later. Tomorrow, Bengals at Vikings. Backup quarterback bowl there between Jake Browning and Carson Wentz at 1. And a weird start time tomorrow night in Tampa, 6:45. And it's not Sunday Night Baseball. It starts 35 minutes after Sunday Night Baseball. Just a rogue late one tomorrow night down at Steinbrenner Field. Monday night, we have Monday Night Football rounding out Week 3 in the NFL between the Lions and the Ravens. And then on Tuesday, the Sox find themselves in Toronto to begin the final week of the regular season. Coming up the rest of, I say the rest of the weekend on Ticket TV. There's only one more game after this one, and it's from right here at Victory Field in Old Town. The boys matchup between the Coyotes and the Ellsworth Eagles.
That'll probably get underway right around 7 o'clock, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we have it listed for 6:30, but it'll take a few moments to clear the field and get the new teams out there. Next week begins back at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, where the Ram girls play host to Brunswick. Bangor coming off a big 2-1 victory over Camden Hills earlier this afternoon on Ticket TV. A brace from Clara Oldenburg, her 9th and 10th goals of the year to lift the Rams past the Windjammers in the battle of the top 2 teams in Class A North. On Thursday, Oxford Hills travels up to Hamden Academy to take on the Broncos and boys soccer at 6. And on Friday, we're in Herman, where the Hawks play host to the Broncos on the turf. That'll do it for our halftime show here on Ticket TV. Brought to you in part by Dairy Queen. The new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat. Enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat. Or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Treat menu before autumn's over. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at Dairy Queen in Old Town and in Bangor. We're back for the second half kick right after this from our sponsors on Ticket TV.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Back here at Victory Field for the start of the second half. It will be the Ellsworth Eagles beginning with possession of the ball. The Coyotes with the lead 3-0. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union, a full-service financial institution. 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. We're also brought to you by Flash Me Main Photo Booth Rentals. This holiday season, take your party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Main Photo Booth Rentals bring the fun, the laughs, and the memory your team will love. Don't wait. Book now at flashmemain.com. Bulls still waiting for the whistle to begin the start of the second half. Conversation ongoing over on the Old Town side of things.
I know we had our eye on Allie Bivens. It looks like Katie Keeney is still in net for Ellsworth.
Reminder that our ball runners are volunteers, and if we have opinions regarding the job that they are doing, you can come and speak to me right up here in the press box. We're not going to verbally assault our ball runners while they're doing a job for us.
Ooh.
If this continues, we will ask you to leave the facility, and we will ask you to trespass from RSU 34 properties. Thank you.
Apparently, there were some issues in that first half based on
they heard you.
A message from Jeremy Bousquet. Could have been, I guess, some people were barking at the ball boys. Now, conversation between the AD and someone in the stands. Second half is underway with the Coyotes in front 3-0. Certainly nothing you want to see at a sports event, especially when the ball boy and girls are children here. Volunteers just trying their best to keep up with the action out there. That announcement would not have been made without certainly someone hearing something down in the crowd.
Do have windows in the press box.
We do, and they are open. We have headsets on, but most other people up here do not. They can hear the action around us. Nice run there by Clough as the Eagles trying to make their way into the second half. Whitney Carter sends it down into the corner. Kaylee Badgley has it knocked out of play, but that will be a corner here for the Eagles, who are looking for a quick start to the second half.
Yeah, certainly an aggressive start for them, too. It's going to be Bowles inserting the corner.
Right-footed entry coming from the leading scorer for the Eagles. Into the middle of the box, it pops out. Badgley trying to keep it down there for Ellsworth. She's able to direct one on to goal, but catch is right there.
Yeah, if Ellsworth wants to come back in that, we're going to need to see them possess the ball like that and get runs like that a lot more often in this half than they did in the first. With them, they didn't allow Old Town to flip the field there after losing possession, and that was good. And if they can keep that aggression up, then, 3-0 can turn to 3-1, and 3-1 can turn to 3-2, and there you go.
A little something happening in the stands right now that Old Town AD Jeremy Bousquet is having to deal with. As the action on the pitch continues, Bowles spins away from a defender, but then a nice play defensively by the Coyotes to clip it off her feet. Badgley at the edge of the box. Coyotes trying to run onto it. There's a shot in, and Badgley found herself in wide open space there briefly, but put it beyond the far post.
Yeah, right in the middle of the field, too. Found herself wide open.
Today's coverage brought to you in part by Autumn of Life Home Care. They're looking to hire reliable, caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules. Office now located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook. At a play for an Ellsworth throw. Coyotes jumping onto the ball here. Running down the near sideline goes Villu, knocked out of play. This is kind of how the first half began as well, with both teams feeling each other out kind of between the 35s, the 40s here at Victory Field.
Yeah, and we even thought the first half, or the first 10 minutes at least, went in the favor of Ellsworth until Old Town started scoring those goals.
Old Town scored at the spot. Karina Dumont converted a penalty that was won by Lizotte, and from there, it was all Old Town for the rest of the first half. Madden and Lizotte adding goals of their own. Coyotes looking to even the early season record at 2-2. I say early season, but after 4 games, a quarter of the year is already gone.
Yeah, you say it like that.
We're approaching mid-season territory here in the fall.
It certainly does feel like playoffs are coming. At least with those temps last night. Must have been fun doing football for you guys.
Luckily, I avoided that with the triple header on tap today. Knocked ahead up to Ellsworth. I say I avoided that. Our director was there. He's at all the games.
He can do the triple headers.
He's in a truck, though, when things get cold. Bowles trying to turn onto it. Bowles takes a collision. She took a shot there. And a whistle will award a free kick to the Eagles.
And that's going to be a free kick with just under the 25-yard line. So this is one that she could look to put on net, especially with the strength that she has.
Certainly, with her power, 30, let's see, 1 yards. She might have rolled it for a couple, but, if the referee doesn't spot it for you, put it down. Bowles with the run-up, the delivery, and catch is able to squeeze it with the hands and the legs.
And she bent it a little bit. I think she probably would have liked to get a little bit more air on it, but good try for Ellsworth. They've had a few chances here to start the half, so you have to be happy with the aggression.
Yeah, still from that distance, a good take by Bowles. Here comes Lizotte jumping into a loose ball situation. Trying to switch the play. Cross played in and collected at the back. Tough to tell. Is that still Keeney in there?
That is still Keeney in there, yes.
Ellsworth starter Allie Bivens exited the game late in the first half with an injury. And the backup keeper, Sage Geckel, a sophomore, is already out injured in today's game. So down to the JV keeper, Katie Keeney. And as you mentioned, when she came in, Tyler, already warmed up, coming right off a JV game before this one.
Yeah, and she's made a few saves as well. Wasn't as active as Bivens was early in the first half, but the one goal that she did allow, I don't think there was anything anyone could have done on that one, was the Lizotte redirection. So she's been impressive here for getting called upon when you really probably don't expect to get called upon.
Yep. Getting some varsity minutes here today at Victory Field. Lizotte trying to play in across, deflected down. Dumont tries to roll it into the area. Ellsworth again there to form a little bit of a wall. Coyotes step up onto that one and boot it down towards Keeney. Tonight's coverage brought to you in part by Angela's Pizzeria. If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, try Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. We're also brought to you by Black Fly Coffee. Start your day off right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-through and mobile ordering, serving the best coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and more at 107 Main Road, Holden, just across the Brewer line. And the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer is your stop for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experienced-friendly staff. Chance here for the Coyotes. Can they get the cross in? They do, but only as far as Keeney hanging out at the near post.
Yeah, another save made from her, another opportunity from Old Town. Things have seemed to kind of balance out so far in the first 10 minutes of the second, the same way they did in the first.
Coyotes jumping onto the ball here, but taken away by Ellsworth.
And while it's been even possession-wise most of the way through, I really think the opportunities that both Lizotte and Karina Dumont have created for Old Town have given them the advantage in this one.
Old Town trying to retrieve that before it makes its way out of play, but doesn't matter. It's their throw. That one catches the body of a Coyote, sending it to the Eagles. Thrown into the midfield. Little bit of space, but closed down immediately by Old Town. That has been the story today. Anytime a white shirt has found themselves in space, it has been swallowed up immediately by a host of Coyotes.
Yeah, they certainly haven't made it easy for them, which is the goal.
Send you off to a picture-in-picture break here right around the 10-minute mark into the second half as a big collision leaves an Eagle on the ground. Cameron Clough took the brunt of it. He'll win a free kick for Ellsworth. Not necessarily how you want to receive one, though.
No, and a little far out, too, so I don't know if Lambert's going to look to put this one on net. And she will.
Bowles turning onto the ball. She's already in shooting range, has it on her left foot, and Ketch reaches out to grab it and bring it into her control.
Yeah, that's a great save by Ketch. That's a great play from Bowles to get that one off. I mean, she had a defender, on her, right on her like glue, and she was able to turn with the left foot and fire one off. Fighting for words there.
Hey, I'll be fighting for the rest of the afternoon. Don't worry about it. Good to see across the far away. I think it's the ball boy that was the subject of the announcement that was made at the start of the second half.
He's recovered.
Might have had some hard moments on this side, but he is over there.
And nobody's waiting for a
to
ball.
The players.
Been a good half for them. I always thought it was a paid position.
Got to have some sort of benefit to be out there on the field.
Once you get into the Novembers and stuff like that.
Bowles is battling hard here just to bring this ball into a shooting position, unable to do so. Coyote player is screaming that she was getting her arms yanked and scratched. Coyotes jumping onto it here. It's Dumond. Dumond, ooh, she had a player streaking down to her right in Villieu. She decided to go left with it, and there were a couple Eagles there waiting to intercept.
Yeah, she was looking for Lizotte there to her left.
Dumond again around a defender. Coyotes continuing the run, trying to get it back to Dumond, but just unable to bend it in her direction.
Yeah, it seemed like unsure what she wanted to do there before kicking it, and I think that doubt kind of creeped into the action.
Breaking the action with the goal kick coming up. Let's send you off to our next picture-in-picture break here on Ticket TV. Tyler and myself back with the commentary in just a moment.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18-month special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Back here at Victory Field, well, it wasn't a goal scored, but again a card dished out while we're away at a picture-in-picture break. Old Town's Libby Saucier shown yellow, so she's forced over to the Coyote bench. There was a collision down at the other end of the pitch in front of the Old Town goal. Olivia Ketch, the goalie, Saucier, the defender in the situation for the Coyotes, and an Ellsworth player was down there who I didn't quite catch at the time.
Kaylee Bagley.
Bagley was down there, and the two players got up. Saucier stood over Bagley, clearly said something down to her with a little venom behind it, and was swiftly shown yellow and ushered off the field.
Classic taunting call.
Tensions rising a little bit in the stands and out on the pitch between these two schools who, as we mentioned at the start of the broadcast, very familiar with one another.
Yeah, I don't know if it's accurate to say rising or maybe they were just
They were there. They've been present.
At the gate.
Played deep here over the top for a couple of Coyotes to run onto. Madden with a touch off the head, and there's a second for Lizotte, who comes flying into the picture to knock it into the back of the net. Lizotte with the goal, but also credit there. I believe it was Taylor Madden, the first to get there, and a little poke of the head over to her teammate.
Yeah, and it was a great ball to set up Madden, too. Just great movement all around from the Coyotes.
A fourth for Old Town, 15 minutes into this second half. Lizotte has the last two for the Coyotes, and now we have another injury. Ellsworth already down their starting keeper, Allie Bivens, without their backup, Sage Geckel, who was out injured. And now the JV keeper, Katie Keeney, down on the field and being looked at by the trainer. So a rough moment here for the Eagles, and with the player down on the pitch, we'll send it off to a timeout on Ticket TV. Back to Victory Field in just a moment.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia.
You'll do better at Darling's.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
And we're back at Victory Field in Old Town. Another change in goal for the Ellsworth Eagles. Katie Keeney, the JV goalie, has had to make her exit here as Ketch comes out to collect that loose ball. Now we have a number 28 in goal, and Tyler, we are unsure if that's Allie Bivens, tonight's starting goalie, back in there, or a new player who might be just wearing the number because, of course, Allie exited the game with an injury after a hard collision in the first half.
We did see Allie take the goalie jersey off at the start of this half, so I'm curious if that is her, if that's just, the only other goalie jersey they had here. Kennedy Clifford.
Kennedy Clifford.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sources in the stands. Kennedy Clifford, number 3, normally a sophomore, being called into emergency duty here with just over 23 minutes remaining in the game.
Not sure she expected to be in net when she showed up today.
No, Dumont with a nice run down the sideline and across offside net. Tonight's coverage brought to you in part by Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman. As another goalie is coming back onto the field for the Eagles. Is Keeney coming back out?
I believe that is Keeney once again. So short term in net for for Clifford, but did well, getting high fives all around.
There you go.
She played goalie. Put it on the resume.
Keeney showing some toughness, too, up from JV, getting checked out on the sideline after having to exit with an injury and back out there. Continue telling you about Hartford's Auto Service, 62 Liberty Drive in Herman. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks with over 3 decades of experience. Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake, and suspension repair, muffler repair. Blah. Here we go, Tyler. You said you were choking on words earlier. The time of the night has come for me. Muffler repairs and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call, 207-989-6322. Chance for the Eagles to get on the board with a corner coming up. Crossed into the edge of the area. Caught the head of one Ellsworth player. Kept in by Whitney Carter. Popped up into the midfield by Herrick. And guess who? Lizotte plays it out of there. Trying to send a through ball up for a teammate to chase after. It was right in between both Madden and Dumond. Had a play to the Coyotes. First a substitution here for Old Town. It's Ruby Whitmore getting ready to take the throw, junior midfielder. She throws it in the direction of Britta Hancock. Another throw here for the Coyotes. Just beyond Madden. Hancock with a touch briefly before it's taken away by Ellsworth. Ball being ponged back and forth right now in the midfield. There's a quick turn and sending a teammate off is Dumond. First touch cross out in front of the charging Coyote who is unable to race it down and keep it in play in front of that near corner.
Yeah, and another chance for Old Town there. They did really flip the field fast. I mean, it seems like Ellsworth had just had that corner kick opportunity, and Old Town was like the flying V in the Mighty Ducks.
We've reached the midway point here in the second half. 20 minutes remaining from Victory Field. Coverage brought to you in part by UMaine Online. 60-plus online degree and certificate programs as one's played over the top here. And the Eagles trying to get on the board. I believe it's Ireland down there feeding a teammate. And a looping shot just winds up over the back of the net. Catch had it measured, but had some hands held high just in case it wanted to fall out of the sky a little sooner.
That was Whitney Jordan on the attempt there. Just tried to flop it over the hands of Ketch, who's standing pretty tall in net.
It really was kind of like a flop shot, wasn't it?
It's the only verb I could think of there.
Short distance, just try to take a full swing, pop it up.
Have it land soft, maybe a little spin.
Show you the upcoming schedules for these two teams in just a moment. Ellsworth having to deal with one along the back line. Played down by Carly York. Dumond wins the muscle tussle there along the sidelines. Another throw for the Coyotes.
And right now, if you're Old Town, you're just playing prevent. I mean, you see there 4 back there on that offensive attack. Just don't let them get anything easy, any momentum.
Elizabeth Bowles running at her defender, switching back onto the right foot, curling around.
Great footwork.
Yeah. Won the shot in the end, unable to get too much on it, though it looked like it took a deflection.
She's saying it was tipped, yeah.
She's saying corner. The referee is not agreeing. Goal kick, says the ref. The only opinion out there that truly matters.
We all try.
Yeah, you know, see if you can gain an inch.
She has been pretty accurate today and missed that one a little wide right. he had that going in her favor in the argument.
Taken from the back by the Coyotes. Into the midfield where Ellsworth jumps on it. Clough trying to get something going. Taking aim for the near post and bending it behind the goal.
Yeah, that's an aggressive shot from far out, but she had the leg for it. I wouldn't be shocked if in these last 17 minutes we see them just pulling more when they have the opportunity just to get shots on net.
Let's show you those upcoming schedules now. In a moment. I'm getting the finger. Not that one. Let me clarify from our director. I'm getting the pointer finger, as in one moment. Here come the Coyotes up the sideline as we get ready to take a look, and there they are. Up next for Ellsworth. They'll be hosting the Buckspark Golden Bucks 6 o'clock on Monday before hosting MDI on Wednesday. Talk about rivalry on the pitch here. That's a true rivalry between Ellsworth and MDI.
Yeah, a lot of local games this week.
As for the Coyotes, here's what things look like in their immediate future. They're at Orono next Wednesday. That's a mid-afternoon game at 3:30, and then they make the trip up to the county at Caribou next Saturday.
3:30 starts nice for us, for the TV industry people. They can get that game in for their 6 o'clock shows.
Yeah, you were talking a little bit how you're missing.
I see that 3:30 start. I'd be there.
Missing being on the sidelines, driving from field to field, spanning the state.
I do like what I'm doing now, but I do. Sometimes you look outside the window and you see the sunshine. You know, I'd be on a soccer field a couple months ago.
Chance here for the Eagles. Kennedy Lambert standing over it just outside the box, and she powers one into the back of the net. Kennedy Lambert with a strong right-footed effort to get the Eagles on the board. 15:55 remaining here in Old Town.
And she went right at catch there, just blasted it right over her head, right out of reach. I think it was too fast for her to even make a play on that. That ball had some pickup.
Yeah,
like a radar gun on that one.
By the time that thing got over the wall, it was already, 6-7 yards away from goal. No chance for catch to react.
Yeah, way to cash in on that free kick from just outside the box there.
So the senior with the first goal of the game for the Ellsworth Eagles. Let's see if they can make some noise here over the final quarter hour.
You get one more, it gets interesting.
Reminder, this is game 1 of a Coyotes and Eagles doubleheader tonight from Victory Field on Ticket TV. The boys to follow about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. For Kennedy Lambert, if my research before the game was accurate, that is her first goal of the season. The senior opening her scoring campaign here in 2025.
And we've seen her on this end make a couple of plays as well.
It's a sliding challenge. Actually winds up back in goal. Keeney back in there for the Eagles at this point. They've had 3 players grace the goal so far in this game. Old Town sends it down into the corner. Not a bad play when leading by 3 goals inside the final 15. If you've got nothing else going on, just send it down into the empty spaces of the pitch and let the opposition chase it.
Yeah, we might see a lot of plays in the corner in these last 15 minutes.
Here's one to begin with, but it's actually a Coyote corner. Dumond making her way down, placing the ball. Dumond's delivery met by an Eagle. Out top, it's recollected here, recycled by the Coyotes. Finding its way back to Dumond. Dumond plays in the right foot across, a little more behind this one, knocked down, and a shot into the back of the goal.
I think that was Lizotte again.
Lizotte has her hat trick, if that's the case. 3 tonight for Old Town's number 4.
Yeah, and a little chaotic goal there. I mean, bouncing around in the box, but she's able to settle and put a really good boot on it, get that right into the back right corner of the net, and she has been spectacular today.
She has been everywhere she needs to be. Every time the Coyotes need a play made, she's been right there on the spot. And then, after doing a lot of the hard work, really, for the first half hour or so. She's just been scoring goals since then. Now a hat trick tonight at Victory Field. Lizotte, she scored at the end of the first half with about 6:49 remaining in the half. She scored 15 minutes into this half. And now just a minute and 52 seconds after Ellsworth gets on the board, and we're talking about maybe them finding their way back into this game. Olivia Lizotte right there to slam the door shut.
And that's not to say she hasn't been doing the hard work since then either.
Chance here for the Eagles, and that one just too tall. As the scoring opportunities are opening up here in the second half.
Yeah, and they've had a lot of them in this second half as well. That one just misses the crossbar. Still trying to get a number on that shot, too.
Yeah, it's not been for a lack of opportunity today for Ellsworth, just kind of lacking that final touch when you need a shot, you need a lane to open up in the box. There's been a lot of green shirts in the way.
Yeah, and it's been that last wave of defense from Old Town, and it's also been catch at times, too, in net.
Tonight's coverage of the Coyotes and Eagles brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, the original redemption center of Old Town for 30 years, family-owned and operated Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center at 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. Also brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. You can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and online at BennettAutoCenter.com. Tiller & Rise, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer, proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. And on the grocery side of things, Orono and Calais IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orono IGA and Calais IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orono and Calais IGAs are hometown proud.
Oh, it's a good through ball, just a little too much gas on it.
Ketch able to get it there at the back. She had plenty of experience last year as a freshman, taking over in goal. Now a sophomore for the Coyotes, who are looking to burn off the final 12 minutes here of what would be their second win of the season, trying to even the early season record at 2-2, which is where the Eagles enter play tonight. Free kick for Old Town. Lizotte goes chasing after it towards the corner flag, and right off that corner flag.
Hits the pin.
In the Ellsworth throw from down as deep as it possibly can be. Coyotes still playing strong defense, closing down quickly on the Eagles anytime they have it.
Yeah, they've really not let Ellsworth flip the field today, and they've also flipped the field very quickly and very well themselves.
Yeah, they've had the counter working. It's set up several of the goals that the Coyotes have scored here this afternoon. Goal kick at the back will be taken by a defender for Ellsworth. I believe that's Lambert.
Yes, it is.
The scorer of the Ellsworth goal. Coming up after this one, the boys' contest between the Coyotes and the Eagles. That game will get underway probably right around 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Got my lunchbox here to try to...
I left mine in the car. I felt weird walking into this. I didn't know where the broadcast was going to be, if we'd be in the press box, so...
I'll be trying to house as much food as I can between broadcasts. I don't know when the last time I packed a lunchbox was. I don't know if I've ever done it. I feel like it was probably apparent when lunchboxes needed packing.
I do it every day.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You're a lunchbox guy.
Yeah, I am. I got my fruit. It helps me eat healthy.
I'm a bag salad man. That's how I stay healthy.
Nice.
Just line up 5 of them at the start of the week, pull one out of the fridge each day.
Nice. Do you put chicken or anything in it?
No, just pour it in, mix it up, and call it good.
There you go.
All about the easiness. Dumont dispossessed there. Ellsworth trying to continue a run up the sideline, but just beyond the pink line and out of play for Clough.
And the boys game, a rematch of last night.
Yeah.
Where Ellsworth won. The MPA says 6-0 at home, so we'll trust that 'cause that's all we have to go by. We don't have the deep dive of Mark Paulette's brain.
I think I was sent 6 goal scorers, or at least some combination that adds up to 6. So
I was there for a bit.
I believe that was, in fact, the case. That's a rarity at the high school level. Teams playing on back-to-back days, different fields as well. A little home and home.
Old Town needed this spot filled. They had a team canceled, but they had a game scheduled for
really?
today. But with the Riverfest, they needed to keep their home games.
Yep.
So Ellsworth had them scheduled in the middle of 3 games in 5 days, I
That's
believe.
how it
So they
worked
said,
out.
we'll take this spot, yeah, if you don't mind.
Old Town signing up for it, setting up the doubleheader tonight on Ticket TV. Coyote girls with a corner here. As we approach 8 minutes remaining. We're going to send you off to one more picture-in-picture break, but first we'll see what comes of this chance. Cross comes in high to the back of the box, played down by Madden. Madden gets a shot away through some traffic, and Keeney able to snatch it out of the air. Back in play to the midfield where Dumon's right onto it. She and Lazat have just been magnets for the ball in this game.
Yeah, it's been impressive watching them work.
Out for an Ellsworth throw. Clough throws it middle. Dumont nearly with an interception and finds its way to Bowles. Bowles trying to get into a shooting position. She takes aim from about 35 yards out and forces a save out of catch. Corner coming up here for the Eagles. Elizabeth Bowles isn't slowing down. You know, she wants to get a goal before this one's through. Bowles with 2 goals on the year coming into the contest today.
Yeah, and she's a high-impact player for Ellsworth as well.
Kaylee Bagley, the leading goal scorer, entering for the Eagles with 3 on the season. Clough also with a pair. That attempt for Ellsworth popped over the top as you take another look. The Growing Place helps families grow for less and polish your home for a style and fraction of retail costs. Check them out first, check them out often. Do Green Sustainability, always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Also brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colbrook Road in Herman or at BangorTireCompany.com. And whether watching or playing soccer can work up quite an appetite, that's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Reach them at 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Battle for possession along the far sideline. No quitting the Eagles here tonight. Down by 4 with about 5.5 minutes remaining. Bowles spins
Nice
onto
move.
that. Nice move to find herself in some space. Try to get around the defender. Got by 1 before it's cleared out by the Coyotes.
Yeah, and it was good pace there, but Old Town just, swarming to the ball. As soon as Bowles got in a little bit of space, she was met with one defender that she beat, but another defender that she couldn't get by.
Eagles making a substitution here. Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning has been Bangor's best for over 30 years. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor.
About 5 minutes to go here. Sun's starting to set.
Yeah, had a little bit of pink band in the sky for a moment there. Another nice day here in eastern and central Maine. Actually, the last official day of summer, is it not? I think the equinox is technically either tonight or tomorrow.
That is information I do not have.
It would actually be Monday. I'm lying to you on both counts. September 22nd. So technically we get a couple extra days of summer here this fall.
Did anybody tell the weather that?
No, I mean, other than the overnight temps that's dipping down to 37 or so, it's It's been staying pretty balmy this week. I'm a guy that's waiting for my fall temps to move in so I can unlock the other 80% of my wardrobe that I can't wear in the summer.
You do see some of the colors start to change driving up on 95 and on the sides of Route 1A in my commute here. It was very, very pretty season in Maine.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007. 2 great locations, Route 2 in Herman and on Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. Let's take this opportunity to send you off to that final picture-in-picture. Back for the conclusion right after this on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Back here at Victory Field in Old Town. Final 90 seconds of this contest. The Coyotes trying to see through a 5-1 victory here on Ticket TV to even their record at 2-2. Will send the Ellsworth Eagles to 2-3 on the early season. Chance here for more, potentially for the Coyotes, as that one is sent through and in. Got to take a look at who exactly popped it in there. And was that Dumond with her second of the night?
Looks like 15. It looks like they've got a Maris coil in.
Well, 15 knocked it over, I thought, to someone else. It's tough to tell from where we're perched here at Victory Field. Wait for the announcement, should we get one.
Might not be getting one.
Maybe. Possibly. Maybe not. Either way, it's a 6th of the night for the Old Town Coyotes at 1:11 remaining.
Nothing much left to do but count down the last minute.
Now that I see the numbers out there on the pitch, could that have been 15? Well, now Dumond's still out there. We might have to get one more look at it.
No, it probably was Dumond because I don't see a 15 out there.
If that's the case, Dumond scored the opener and the closer here tonight for the Coyotes. The first and the 6th. And what has been a very impressive showing for Old Town.
Eventful game, too.
We got Max on the case trying to look at the replay, but a little far away as the final seconds tick down here at Victory Field. And it's a victory for the home team. The Old Town Coyotes put 6 past the Ellsworth Eagles to take this contest by 5. 6-1. Old Town over Ellsworth. Don't go anywhere. The post-game show coming right up on Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to Victory Field in Old Town. Welcome into an abbreviated post-game show here on Ticket TV. We have to award our play and player of the last contest before getting ready for the next one between the Coyotes and the Eagles. The boys coming up in less than 9 minutes' time. A quick turnaround tonight at Victory Field. So we'll get in right into it. Mark Paulette, Tyler Cruz here joining you for the McDonald's post-game show. Our play of the game. We're dialing it all the way back to the third goal scored here in this one. It was the first of the night by Olivia Lizotte. The ball came to her, and she was able to stick out the right leg, just redirect it into the back of the net, as you see there. That came after, well, as you see, 6:50 frozen on the clock, so about 35 minutes of very hard work from Lizotte, setting up the first two goals for the Coyotes, getting paid off with the third one. She would go on to score the hat trick here tonight.
Yeah, and she was everywhere. Even if it wasn't resulting in goals, in assists, she was doing all of the dirty work, whether it was, breaking balls out of the Old Town end and helping them flip the field and go on the attack, or sending through balls to her teammates that were right on the money. She was very impressive tonight. I thought really the difference maker in this game. You take her away and it's a whole different ball game.
Olivia Lizotte is also our player of the game, presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. I mean, I think the hat trick gives it away. If you score a hat trick plus on Ticket TV, 4 or 5 goals, whatever it is, chances are you're going to be the player of the game. Karina Dumont made a strong play for it today with a couple of goals. She was in the middle of all the action as well for the Coyotes. Strong effort all over the pitch for Old Town in this 6-1 victory. Only thing left to do in this broadcast is to give credit to our Ticket TV crew around the grounds here tonight at Victory Field. Max Pottle directing and producing.
Max of all trades.
Yeah, doing all kinds of just work on the fly, bringing the telestrator and our program monitor up to speed, as well as replays. Callum Bryant operating the camera, along with Isaiah Kennel doing a little assistant directing, and Tyler Cruz, the broadcast partner. We'll be right back in a matter of moments here on Ticket TV. Game number 3 of the day coming up on Ticket TV. Number 2 between the Coyotes and the Eagles is next.